Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's Melissa with Build a Better Bakery. So excited to have you here today. Just want to make sure we are live and ready to go before I start talking to you. Go ahead and throw up your hashtag replay if you are here on the replay. We have a really good subject today. I'm so excited to share it with you because I think that it can really help someone. I am all about giving people the small, a little bit of inspiration or a little bit of, a question that maybe I've asked that can get people's minds working on moving past maybe some fear or some uncertainty, starting baking businesses, because I've been there. I've started multiple businesses of my own, and I know it can be a little hard to do. So today's really exciting. We're going to be talking about 3 strategies to start up your business. And I'm going to ask one important question. So let me make sure that we are live and you can see and hear me. Okay, I think everything is good. Hey, Samantha. It looks like I can see comments today, so I'm a lucky duck. I won't miss anything. So let me know if you have any questions at all as you're tuning in. Again, this is Melissa with Build a Better Bakery. If you need any information about what we do, how we can serve you, how we can help you with your baking business, just let me know. My DMs, my PMs, right? My messenger, it's always open, and I'm always open to receiving messages from you. I know some people don't do that, but I do because I like talking to you. So you can always send me a message if you have questions. Also, you can send me a friend request here on Facebook if you want me to actually physically invite you to these events, these live events that we do, or any event that's happening with Build a Better Bakery or this group, because I can't send it to you otherwise. Our group is too big now. So send me a friend request if you want that, or if you just want to follow each other, kind of hang out online. You can also join our email list by going to the website and looking at getting on there. You get a freebie for doing that, or you can just check the events here. I'm here literally almost every single Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to give you some kind of fun information about baking business. So hopefully we'll see you here again. If you are here live, go ahead and throw up your hashtag live. I see Kelsey, I see Jennifer. So excited to have you here today. How are you doing? How's your day going so far? I have literally just dropped my kid off at school and made my notes for this live. And then I'm going to make cocoa bombs all day long, essentially. Okay. So today's topic, let's jump right in. I want you to get this good information. Grab a notebook if you want. We're going to be talking about taking the first step to start your baking business. Maybe you can let me know in the comments if you're here live, kind of where are you at? Like how long have you been, doing your business? 0, 4 months, a year, however long. Because I'm going to go over 3 unique strategies that I'm going to ask a question essentially, and then your answer is going to determine which one of the strategies I suggest. They're like micro plans, so it won't be too involved, but it'll give someone an opportunity to just make a choice, which is one of the hardest things to do. So just make a simple choice and then go in that direction. Many of our members are in the just beginning stages. Some are not, some already have a business going. But again, there's that uncertainty or an anxiety around just kind of taking a step forward. So I want to kind of help with that today. You might be thinking, what do I do first? I actually have a baking business startup guide on the blog. It is extensive because it takes you all the way through everything that I would suggest. So if you need the link to that, it's available anytime. I can just send it to you in your messenger so it doesn't get lost in the internet and in this group. You can comment here with business guide, blog, or whatever, and then later on I'll swing back around and I'll send it to you so that you can read that. It's really good, and you can keep it. You can bookmark it and keep going back to it if you need to. And you might be also thinking, what direction should I go? Because you could look at this whole plan I have set up for you and still not really know kind of what to do. So that's more what this live is about, is kind of which direction should you turn. And the beauty is that when you answer this question, you can't choose it incorrectly, because in my book, and some people might disagree with me, but I'm a doer. So I just need to do something. Like being on the fence and being stagnant is really hard for me. So I don't usually do that. I usually try to make some kind of choice, because I think every step towards your goal is a win, right? So even if it's like kind of to the side or maybe a little bit backwards, I feel like anytime you're making a choice and making a movement, it's good. You're going to learn something. You're going to get closer to what you need to know to get the thing that you want. So simply choosing what feels right to you from today's question, the 3-part question, I think you should grab it and go for it, right? And I'm here to help you as you do this. Now, I'm not going to assume that every person is the same, right? I get that everyone's different. You might not be a doer like me. You might be a planner. So there's going to be an option for you. So again, you're going to pick which one feels good and then go for it. So the question is, what do you want right away to feel the most secure as you start up your business? There's 3 things. It can be a plan, a sale, or a fountain of knowledge. If you could have one of them, all right, which one feels the best for you to feel secure, not to feel anything else? I want you to feel secure so that you have the energy to do the next step and the next step and the next step. So out of those 3, give yourself a little moment. Which one, if you could just grab one and not have the other 2 yet, just the first one, which one would it be? Hey, Kelly. Jennifer says she's a very beginner home baker. Okay, perfect. So this is going to be a good question for you. Samantha says, home baker on and off for 4 years. Before my kids, I was a professional pastry chef. I don't have a legal business yet. I can't afford it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, starting it up sometimes, depending on where you live, and I'm sure you know that, Samantha, it can be a real deterrent. So I don't know about your specific situation. I don't know if there's any way to kind of get around it or do something a little bit different. It sounds like you've probably already looked into it. But yeah, sometimes that can be a problem. Okay. So if you're feeling completely overwhelmed with the thought of starting, super common to feel that way. Let's imagine that these are the only options available to you. All right. So those 3 that I mentioned, you must pick one that sits atop the rest: a plan, a sale, or a fountain of knowledge. Now, which one would make you feel so dang good once you had it? You had it in your hand that you could conquer the next step and the next step and the next step. Maybe you can put in the comments if you feel confident that you want to share that. You do not have to share that with me here. This is more of like your own personal doing your brainstorming, but you can definitely put it in the comments if you want to kind of share that, and we can talk on there as well. I'm going to go over, depending on what you chose, I'm going to go over a very short micro plan, like literally 1 to 2 steps that I think that you could literally take today. Like you could do this right now, right when we get off of here, and start. I know it might feel scary, but I want you to know that number 1, you can always change things, right? Like you can do something and then do something else. It's not a big deal. If you feel like, oh, I should have, I wish I would have done it this way or whatever, that happens to everybody. It's going to happen to you. You can't do everything perfectly, ever. But making the motion to do a thing that's what changes people's lives, right? It's not thinking about doing it, it's doing it and then figuring it out after that, right? Okay, and everyone's different. So I don't know, where you all are going to sit with these. If you want a plan first, we're going to start with the first one. I suggest getting a hold of a quality, I'm going to emphasize that one, quality, specialized, 2 more things, business plan template. That's most of the ones that you're going to find online are not quality because they're not specialized. I guess it's kind of the same thing. They might ask you a few questions that are good to know, like what is your what's your business name? Who do you serve? What are your products? You know what I mean? Like, what's your tax status? There are questions that are going to be useful. I'm not saying they're not useful, but the thing is, it stops short because they're usually made for everybody. So a person who has a lawn care business and a person who has a pet grooming business and a person who's an attorney are all using the same business plan. So obviously it's not really specialized enough to get you going quickly in your community because it has to be so broad and vague. So I would suggest finding one that's quality and specialized to you as a baker, and one that encompasses a financial aspect, very simple, like financial planning, just to get your calculator out and just kind of feel it out. Just punch a few little numbers in the calculator just to see kind of what it feels like. You might hear the word financial forecasting, which is in the template that I use and sell. that might feel a little scary, but I promise, like I send mine out with videos. So I literally tell you what's going on in it. It's really helpful to watch the video and then work on part of the plan. And you can always email me too. So as you're working through the plan, if you have a question or you're not sure, you can email me. We can talk that way. You can even set up a Zoom call with me. We can go over it together. If you want to do a little strategy call, whatever feels good to you. Because you're probably going to need some help if you've never filled out a plan before. If the videos if you got mine and the videos weren't enough, you might need a little bit of help, and that's very normal. Business plans are not, they're a big deal because you're planning out the structure. And also I would suggest finding one that has some community planning aspect as well. And this is kind of like just my personal mission, I guess, but as bakers, we sell locally and we are entwined in our customers' lives, right? We make product for the biggest events in their lives. We are literally there for the biggest events of their lives. We are called to some of the largest celebrations in our community. People know you as the cake person, the cupcake person, the bread queen. We have these titles, so we're actually very important, I think, in our community. So if there really isn't any community planning aspect to the plan, I think you're going to miss out on getting in there and getting started and understanding how important that role is from the beginning. As I mentioned, most plans that you find online are super generic. So if you're going to find one that's not mine, I'm very particular. If you're going to find one that's not mine, just check for those things, because again, depends on how strong you want the plan to be. If you're going to spend your time doing it, I suggest that it be strong. But just see kind of what they're doing, because if it's super generic, you might have to do another one later on. Okay. Also, something else in the one that we use, it offers positioning questions, which is important because you're going to need to know kind of like how to attack the market in your area. The networking questions, how to get your referral system set up, like everything that is going to help support you right off the bat. And that's all these things that bakers thrive on. That's how our market works, how our industry works. As I mentioned, we just so happen to have everything that I've talked about in the shop for download. It's literally a simple download click. It's called the Bakery Business Plan Template. I can send you the link if you want to check it out, look at the pricing, see if it looks good for you. Because you might want to gift yourself a brand new plan to get started up right now. Like you can literally get it today and get started. As I mentioned, you're always welcome to email me just directly when you're working on it. We can set up a special Zoom call, like a support call for you. We can do it together. However, whatever feels good. I want you to, have this as part of your life if you need it to get started. Additionally, I should mention, if you want the whole enchilada of planning, the business plan template is just one thing, right? It's the plan and it has the videos and you fill it out. And then that's the end of it. If you want the whole enchilada, we have that as well. And it's called the Plan for Success. It's an online course. So it has additional support videos, some like psychological support as you're getting started, some more networking information, a little bit about pricing, just kind of a little smattering of everything rather than just the plan, right? It's on top of the plan so that you can get a more rounded idea of planning a solid structure of what you're going to do before you actually get out there and start rocking your business. There's even a redeemable discount code inside of it for the full contract, the full baking business contract that we offer too. So you can get that for just a few bucks, and it makes your job as a new business owner just a heck of a lot easier because you have all of it in one spot. Okay. Samantha says, New Jersey, we literally just got cottage laws. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yay. Plan to create consistent sales. Yes, for sure. Okay. Now, if you're a person who would prefer a sale first, so if you want to do your plan, that's one thing. Now, let's say you just need to get a sale. Maybe you want to feel validated through the sale. Maybe you feel like you just want to see if people will buy from you to test out the waters. I totally get that too. I've done that before as well. I've actually done all three of these. So it kind of, the last one is actually the one I think is the strongest option. But again, everyone's personalities are different. So if you want the sale first, I suggest looking to your friends and family. And I'm not telling you to go out and be like, hustling to them all the time and making them buy from you and making them feel weird. Not that. But I want to mention that these are your warm clients. So these people already know, like, and trust you. You don't have to do any work to get them interested in you because they already know and like and trust you. So you might want to entice them with some samples and then let them know you're open for business, right? Like, hey, I brought these cookies and I'm actually going to start selling these next week. Do you want to buy some, or do you want me to get you some ready for Monday or whatever, right? You could ask them that kind of question, or just let them know, hey, I'm going to start a business. Here's some samples of my products. I would love your support, or if you could help tell people about my business. The nice thing about what we sell is that most people absolutely love baked items, right? They like seeing them. They like hearing about them. They like hearing you describe them. They like tasting them. They like being given them as gifts. It's really kind of easy, honestly, to get people interested if you can take like a nice photo and you can put up posts consistently so people can see them. And they love being a part of just the process, so showing them behind the scenes, all that kind of good stuff. So you could start sharing this content on your personal page, not necessarily direct selling, because we don't suggest that in our program, on your personal page, but just showing them what you're doing. People are going to ask questions. Hey, are you selling these? Oh my gosh, like I'd love to have some of these for my event. People are going to ask you because they already know who you are. If you share just the process of doing this and sharing maybe a nice post about, hey, I'm starting my business. If you'd like to support me, here's my business page, and seeing if you can get those people excited about becoming some of your first customers. It's going to be a lot easier getting them interested. So I promise, if you make some kind of post talking about your new adventure with some cute pics of what you've been working on, a picture of you maybe holding, a bowl of icing or a cake or, a bread or whatever you're making, you are sure to get some engagement from your friends on your post. If you want to post something like, hey, look at me, this is what I'm doing. People love to hear about that part of your story. Hey, Sarah. Hi. Okay. The last one I want to talk about is the fountain of knowledge. So it was, do you want a plan, a sale, or a fountain of knowledge? It's 3 different things. You can imagine how those could have 3 different outcomes for your business trajectory. And as I mentioned, I have done all 3 of these. This last one was the life-changing one for me. So what it's going to do, if you decided, I think I would like that fountain of knowledge, to pull from that and then work on everything else on the side as I'm pulling from the fountain of knowledge, it's going to help cure the you don't know what you don't know problem. Everyone experiences this. You literally cannot escape it, because that is just, you can't know everything, right? Especially when you're just getting started. And it's a problem for business owners that consistently pops up for at least the first 5 years of a business. Longer than that as well, if you're expanding, developing your business, getting used to the industry, changing industries, changing products, which a lot of bakers do. Our industry is kind of flux. Things change. The trends are really strong in our industry. Let's say you wanted to transition from, local sales to shipping, right? There's transitions that happen even after 5 years. So that you don't know what you don't know is kind of a consistent thing. And it honestly takes about 5 years, from my experience, to make most of the mistakes that you'll make without a mentor. Because I did not have a mentor for the first 12 years, I think. And then I finally got some. And that is what was life-changing. Like literally my life is different now. Like, because I chose to do that, because I chose the fountain of knowledge over a plan and a sale, it was more so I wanted the support, right? I wanted to be able to ask a real person, what is happening? What can I do? Like, what are your ideas? Have you seen this before? What should I look for, etc.? And I think it's the most important for efficient growth and overall business lifespan, because when you think about the amount of businesses that go under, many of them are food businesses, because it can be hard, right? The margins are smaller. It's a lot of physical labor. There's a lot of movement. You make a lot of sales, right? You don't have 12 clients a year like a high-end consultant. You have multiple sales a month, and you have to continue that cycle, and it can be a lot. So having the mentorship to support the back end of the questions and the planning and the brainstorming and the emotional support and everything that goes into it, I think is probably the most beneficial of the 3. I will say that bakers sometimes have a hard time asking for help, like me. That's pretty common. We kind of just want to do it our own way and see, see what we can do on our own. And I did that for 12 years. Like, I get it. Um, it, I'm a little embarrassed of some of the mistakes I made. I will say that. And so mentorship might not be your first thought. Okay. Get that 100%. But from what I've experienced, if anything is going to change your life, like I mentioned, it's going to be a person. So it's not going to be a sale and it's not going to be a plan. It's going to be a person that you're working with, or maybe it's a team. Like in our case, we have multiple persons, multiple people that want to help, that are standing in your corner, that helps you form a plan, right? One-on-one or in a group setting, and is there for you when you need them the most. Because this is kind of a lonely industry, right? We're in our kitchens by ourselves all the time. Unless you have employees, that can be super fun. But a lot of us are alone. So a business plan and a sale can't be there for you in that way. And that's why I kind of think there's a difference in impact for some people to go with the Fountain of Knowledge option. Yeah, essentially, I just wanted to say that I find that the fountain is the most powerful of all, and it helps ease the fear and uncertainty that bakers have around the business in general. That's a really big thing as well. Our own mentorship program deals daily with the inherent stress and pure joy, because there's both in our industry, and it promotes mental, physical, and emotional benefits along the way, which I think it's really important. I would definitely suggest, if you're interested in this option as being one that you think would make you feel the most secure as you move forward, definitely suggest the Elite Mentorship Program, which is what we offer. Of course, I'm biased because I'm in it, but I do think that we offer the most comprehensive, industry-specific mentorship available today. In fact, I've had people from other countries come into the mentorship because they couldn't find anything like it in their country, in their area. So I think it really is kind of one of a kind. Claire, Autumn, and myself have close to 50 years of combined knowledge to help fill that fountain for you. So we're all just in there ready to spit it out, share with you, hold you up. And we are overjoyed, like completely overjoyed to sit with you and hold you up as you work through the seasons of your business. Things are going to change, things are going to be different. And we want to be there for you one step at a time together, because that's how we do everything. And right now is actually one of the best times of the year to join, because we have something special to gift every single new Elite member who's never been in Elite before. If you've never been in, you will get a special something from us. And if you choose it through January 15th, that Fountain of Knowledge, if you want to choose it with us, you're going to get something special. So let me know if you need the link to read up on what benefits you can expect to see once you become an Elite. We have a lot of really good things happening in there for you, a lot of information ready to just get in there, support, shove it into your business, support you, and get you up to that next level right away. And I'd be happy to send that to you right now over Messenger. You can message me or comment here with Elite Program. Be happy to let you know what's going on with that. So to recap, the question was, what do you want first to help you feel the most secure as you move through to the next step of your journey? What would be the very first thing that you would want to just feel super good? A plan, a sale, or a fountain of knowledge? You can comment here if you want to let me know which one you think would feel the best for you. Choose that one and I dare you, challenge you to take one tiny step towards your dream on one of those plans that you think is going to be best for you. Whatever it is that you're going to do for the plan, take a step, post here in the group with what you did. Let us know so we can congratulate you and hopefully give you a lot of really good encouragement to move on and do the next tiny step tomorrow. Okay. All right. If you have questions, let me know. I'm not seeing any questions coming through about starting your business or what's feeling good right now. So I will come back to this video later and check on it and see how you're feeling about it. And I hope you all have a lovely day. I am going to be making cookie dough and cocoa bombs for the rest of the day. So I will check my messages if there's anything you want to talk about, and I'll chat with y'all later. Okay, bye.